All right, you ready to snatch? Okay, here's kind of my first 30-minute unofficial tutorial. We're gonna start in about 42 seconds. So the timer is gonna go off every 11 minutes. I am going to show you 3 different ways, 11 minutes, 3 times, 33 minutes this videotape is gonna be. 3 different ways to learn how to snatch. Now this is unofficial snatch tutorial. All right, so one of these ways might work for you, might improve your snatch. We're gonna start with the overhead swing. I already have a few, at least 2 videos of the overhead swing. So before we get to the overhead swing, we're simply going to clean our bell from a deadlift position. The bell's right underneath me, and I'm gonna catch the bell in front of my chest. I call this a 2-hand clean. All right, so, and it goes like this if you haven't done it. I'm gonna hinge back and down like I'm gonna start a swing. I'm gonna get 2 hands on my bell, and I'm going to start with my legs and then pull with my arms and catch the bell in front. So a 2-hand clean looks like this. All right, so from the front, I have slid my hands from the top of the handle, around to the sides of the handle. All right, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna catch it with my hips and set it down. That was in slow motion. I'm gonna start the lift with my legs. I'm gonna pull at the last minute. I'm gonna drop and touch. Here it is faster. 2-hand clean, drop and touch. 2-hand clean, drop and touch. From the side, 2-hand clean, drop and touch. 2-hand clean, drop and touch. Start with your legs, pull with your arms, catch it with your hips. What I mean by that is as you drop the bell, catch it, absorb the shock of the dropping bell with your hips. Now I can demonstrate that in slow motion because I have a super light bell. All right, so let's do a set of 10 together, just the 2-hand clean. The reason why I showed you this movement from the side is because I want you to see how close the bell stays to my body. Learning how to bring the bell in closer to your body is key in learning the snatch without it banging on your wrist, okay? So 10 2-hand cleans. Hinging back and down, we're gonna clean to the chest, drop and touch. Clean to the chest, drop and touch. Clean to the chest, that's 3, drop and touch. Here's slow motion. Start with the legs, pull with the arms. Drop, touch. Start with the legs, pull with the arms. Drop, touch. 5 more. Clean, drop and touch. Clean, drop and touch. This is the same as a deadlift, only at the last minute, we're pulling the bell to our chest. One more, and we're done with 2-hand cleans. Okay, so now we're going to really put into practice getting the bell close to our body. We're gonna do a proper swing, but then we're gonna clean to the chest. We're gonna do a proper swing, and then we're gonna clean to the chest. So I'm gonna demonstrate 2 double reps, a swing and a clean. A proper swing goes out from the body, clean to the chest comes in towards the body, out from the body, in towards the body, and then we're gonna set it down. I'm gonna do it from the side, a double rep. Swing it out, pull it in. Swing it out, pull it in. All right, we're gonna do it together. You ready to go? We're gonna do 5 double reps. A proper swing. So this is the only thing I'm gonna warn you about. We have to start pulling the bell in. Right after we load our hips, we pull the bell in. If we let it swing out and pull it in, it's gonna look like this, which is really dangerous for our teeth, all right? So as soon as it clears our hips, we're gonna pull it in and clean to the chest. I know this seems like, hey, I thought we were gonna snatch today, but we've got 6 minutes to do an overhead swing that's gonna lead to the snatch. So last time, here we go. We're gonna swing it out, We're gonna pull as soon as it clears our hips. We're gonna do 5. Swing it out, pull. Swing it out, pull. 2 more. Swing it out, clean to the chest. Swing it out, clean to the chest. Okay, so basically a snatch is pulling the bell in, snatching it overhead with one hand instead of 2. So we're going to do that overhead swing progression, 1, 2, 3. We are not going to let the bell rotate over the top, right? So we're going to swing it out. Instead of pulling to the chest, we're going to swing it really high and pull slightly. All right, so we're not going to clean it. So this time we can let it swing out, pull, and then we're going to go overhead. Let's just do swing it out, high pull, swing it out, high pull with 2 hands. Let me demonstrate 3 reps. I'm going to swing it out. I'm going to swing it higher and pull towards me. Swing it out, but I'm over my head now, right? I'm not pulling the bell in to my head. It's already swinging high enough so when I pull, I'm not going to hit myself in the head. Let's do 5 double reps. Just those 2 things. Here we go. Swing it out. Swing it high and pull. 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 One more time. Swing it out. Swing it high and pull. Awesome. So we've got to swing it high enough so when we pull it, we're not pulling it into our face. We're going to go overhead, which means we're going to swing it out. We're going to swing high, pull. We're going to swing high, pull, and push away from our body. The bell is going to be somewhere around here. It is not going to flip over, okay? Do not ever let the bell flip over with a 2-hand overhead swing. Let me demonstrate 3. I'm going to swing it out. I'm going to swing it high and pull. I'm going to swing it high, pull, and push away. 1, higher pull, high pull, push. One more time. Out, high pull, push. All right? Basically, that is the movement of a snatch, only with one hand, and the bell does rotate. Woo! 10 minutes has almost flown by really quick. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Swing it out. Pull it in. Pull it in. Push it away. Swing it out. Pull it in high. Swing it high. Pull. Push. Swing it out. Pull it in. Pull it in. Push it out. Sorry, last one wasn't very good. Swing it out. High pull. 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 Push. One more time. Out. Higher pull. Pull. Push. Okay? All right, so now we're going to do the same thing only with one hand, and the bell is going to rotate. Okay, I have a super light bell. Always start with a super light bell. So I'm going to do it with one hand. I want you to see how it looks, hopefully, fingers crossed, exactly like that overhead swing, only with one hand. So I'm going to start with one hand. I'm going to swing it out. I'm going to swing it higher and pull. I'm going to swing high, pull, and punch. Now the bell has rotated over. I've got to drop my hand, flip the bell over, swing it out, high pull, pull, push. I'm going to really over-exaggerate that pull, push on this next rep. Swing it out, swing it high and pull, push. All right? Flip it over and drop it. Okay, we're going to do it together. Pick the hand you think you're most coordinated with. We're going to do both sides. Don't worry. You might be better on your side that you think you're not as coordinated with. I'm going to do it head on, then I'm going to do it from the side. Okay, so here we go. This is our overhead swing only with one hand. In fact, I'm going to demonstrate the 1, 2, 3 with 2 hands. Ready? Just one time. Swing it out. Swing it higher, pull, push. Ready to go with one hand? Here we go. Swing it out, swing it higher. Got to clear the head and pull, push. 2 more times. Swing it out, swing it higher, and pull, push. Got to clear your head. out, higher, pull, push. All right, if you don't clear your head, I'm going to show you what happens at the end of this set, because our first lesson, what do you call that? When it's something's express lesson is over. Swing it out, swing it higher and pull, pull, push. Swing it out, swing it higher and pull the bell in, pull it in and push it away. Swing it out, swing it higher, and pull, push. All right, so this is what happens when you don't swing it high enough and you try to pull, push. If this is happening to you, it only means that you did not swing it high enough before you started to snatch. If this happens to you, all right, if you're jerking yourself around, you have not gotten the bell hot, you're starting the snatch here, and you should be starting the snatch here. All right, so here's the difference. Here's it high, and it flips over. Okay, so we're going on to the next, one more thing. You can't do anything in 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you how it's the same exact movement of that overhead swing. All right, so if you wanna do this set with me, it's fun. I'm gonna overhead swing for 3, then I'm gonna drop one of my hands and snatch for 3 more. It's the same movement. Watch, or do it. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna drop one hand. 1, 2, 3. Same movement. All right, so practice those overhead swings if you want to learn how to snatch. Our 12 minutes is gone. We were only supposed to do 11 minutes on each technique. Here's the next one. The next one starts from the top down, which means we've got to get that bell overhead first. So how I do that is I like to, the bell's going to be overhead on my right side. So it's left to you if you're watching this. So I'm going to grab it with both hands, but my right one's on the bell first. I'm going to bring it to my chest. The bell's on the outside of my forearm, all right? I'm going to use my legs and get the bell up overhead. The bell is already in the snatch position, the top of the snatch position. It's on the outside of my forearm, right? So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to practice 3 swings after I'm not going to snatch yet. I'm only going to start with the bell in the top position. All right, so let's get the bell in the top position together. We're going to bring it to the chest. The bell is outside of my forearm. I'm going to use my legs and push the bell up. You have to have a light bell for this. Do not attempt this top-down version with a bell that's too heavy. I'm going to drop my arm, flip the bell over, and swing 3 times. Drop my arm. The bell is light, so I can demonstrate it this way. I'm going to flip it over and swing, swing, swing. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to snatch yet. I'm going to do the other side. So my left hand goes on the handle first. My right hand helps bring the bell to the outside of my forearm, right? I'm squeezing the sponge in here. So the bell's not out here. Bell's not close here. It's right here. My arm is almost across my chest. Bell is on the outside. Now, if I need 2 hands to help, I can do that, all right? But I'm using my legs to get the bell overhead. My arm is straight. If you cannot straighten your arm, that's another situation. Doesn't mean you cannot snatch. It just means you got to work on opening up that arm, okay? Okay, so let's get back to the snatch. I'm not going to snatch. I'm simply going to swing. I'm going to drop my arm, flip the bell over, and swing 3 times. Drop, flip, swing, swing, swing. All right? Same thing on the other side. Here we go. Right hand goes on the handle first. Left hand helps get the bell to the outside of my forearm. Using my legs, drop my arms, flip it over. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this technique from the top down, you might have a little bit of wrist banging on this technique, unless you've already practiced that overhead swing. You might not, but here we go. Let's do the other side. Left hand goes on the bell first. It's going to help get me to my left side. I'm going to use my legs and my other hand to help me get the bell to the top already. I'm gonna drop my arm and flip the bell over. Flip it, swing it for 1, 2, 3. All right, so here's where we start to combine. Didn't realize I had my phone in my pocket. Combine kind of what we learned before, but it's okay if that overhead swing thing didn't work for you. We're gonna get the bell overhead, we're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna swing it out, and we're gonna swing it really high, and then we're gonna swing it so high it wants to flip over on its own, all right? So if you wanna just watch this, this is fine, but if you wanna try it with me, you can. So we're gonna start from the top down. Right hand goes on the handle. This bell comes to the outside of my forearm. This is a clean position, by the way. We'll get to that another time. I'm gonna use my legs and my other hand to help. Now the bell's overhead. I'm gonna swing it out regular height, maybe chest level. I'm gonna swing it higher. It's gonna go over my face, and then I'm gonna swing it so high, the bell wants to flip over on its own. So it looks like this. Swing it out, swing it really high, and swing it so high the bell flips over on its own and probably bangs your wrist. I'm gonna do it from the side, all right? I'm gonna swing it out, I'm gonna swing it really high, and I'm gonna swing it so high, it wants, sorry, I actually snatched it there. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time, and I'm not gonna snatch it. I'm just gonna let it rotate over. You have to loosen your grip slightly to let the bell rotate. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna swing it out. I'm gonna swing it so high the bell's floating. I'm gonna swing it high and flopping and banging on my wrist, okay? That's okay. Sometimes you gotta bang on your wrist a few times, and that overhead swing, pulling and pushing, comes in handy. You're gonna wanna implement that sooner than later. Let's do our other side. I'm gonna use left hand on the handle first to get it to the clean position. It's outside of my forearm. I'm gonna use my legs and my other hand to help me lock out my arm. My shoulder's solid. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna let it flip over and bang on my wrist, all right? I'm gonna drop my arm, flip it over, swing it high, it's floating, and letting it flop and just snatch on its own. I'll do it from the side. Regular swing, drop and flip, swing, get it to float really high, and then let it flop over. 2 more times. Swing it high, let it flop if you're not confident with that pull and push motion. 1 more time. Swing it out, swing it higher so it's floating, and let it flop, okay? I know we don't want to let it flop, but this technique is called from the top down. This technique does a couple of things. It starts you at the top position, so you kind of remember, oh yeah, that's where I want to get to. I want to return to this position where the bell is outside of my forearm, and I can see that a snatch is just a swing. It's just a swing that I have to apply a little technique at the end to get it back to this position. So we're gonna do it one more time on each side. I'm gonna do it from the side so you can see I am letting the bell bang on my wrist, okay? We're gonna fix that in the next set, however, hopefully. All right, so we're gonna start with a one hand, oh no, we're not. We're gonna get the bell to our shoulder. We're gonna start from the top down. We're gonna use our legs and lock it out. We're gonna do a regular swing, higher swing, it's floating. It wants to flop over on its own. Swing, higher swing. It wants to flop over on its own. I gotta get that bell really high, right? So this is a super light bell. I'm gonna put so much power behind it. I'm gonna swing it out. I'm gonna swing it high. I'm gonna swing it high and let it flop. All right, I'm gonna switch hands with a swing. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna just set the bell down. Sorry, that's next. Oh my goodness, another 10 minutes is going by so fast. Okay, so I'll do it on this side. I'm gonna get that bell to my shoulder. The bell is outside of my forearm. I'm going to, maybe I'll do it from a diagonal situation here. I'm locked out, my shoulder's in position, so my shoulder's not up here and it's not out. I'm not even gonna demonstrate that. Okay, so we're gonna go into our regular swing, higher swing. It wants to flop over, boom. All All right, it's a light bell, so it's not hurting me much. So here we go, regular swing, higher swing, let it flop over, boom. Regular swing, higher swing, let it flop over, boom. Okay, so now we're going to apply that overhead swing technique where we pull and we push. Pull, push. Okay, so I'm going to do it from the side. Here's the thing. This is our last set. We're going to go on to another technique which might help you even more. And we're going to switch with a swing. So when we go to our other side, we're not going to start from the top down. We're actually going to start from the bottom up. But for now, let's start from the top down. We're going to bring the bell to our chest. It's outside of my forearm. I'm going to use my legs to get the bell overhead. This is where I want to end up, right? So we're going to try and apply that pull, push, overhead swing technique to this set of 3, right? Here we go. We're going to swing it out. We're going to swing it higher, and we're going to swing it so high and then pull, push. Now it's just kind of rotating nicely. It's not banging. Here we go. We're going to swing it out. We're going to swing it higher. It's floating. We're going to pull and push. One more time. Swing it out. Swing it higher. Swing it high. Pull, push. Pull, punch, I should say. But that's another lesson. We're going to switch hands with the swing and start from the bottom down. Here's our swing. Here's our higher swing, pull and push. Here's our swing, higher swing, high, pull, push. One more time, regular swing, higher swing. I'm already starting to bend my elbow a little bit, pull, push. Woohoo! All right, last, there's a lot of ways to teach the snatch. I'm just gonna go over 3 this morning. The first is that overhead swing, and the reason why I like the overhead swing is because it's the same exact movement. It's really important to learn how to pull, bring the bell in closer to you to prevent that bumping, that smashing, that banging, all right? That's the most common question I get. How can I stop banging? Well, you have to stop banging by bringing the bell closer to your body, and a lot of times they might use the word spearing the handle. So that's what we're going to go over now. Okay, so this is kind of a new technique. And every single technique, some people find easier than the others. That you might like this one. This is called the T-Rex, T-Rex swing snatch, okay? So if you're not familiar with the dinosaur, the T-Rex, they've got short arms, so they look like this. And you might even see a lot of people swing, two-hand swing like this. All right, it's a style of swing that's deeply hated in the hardstyle kettlebell community. So if you swing like that, you should fix it and not do that. But here we go. We're not talking about the swing, we're talking about the snatch. Well, this way of swinging comes in handy when you want to snatch, because look at, when I keep my forearms close to my body, the bell is also close to my body. I'm actually not swinging it out. I'm keeping it close to my body. All right, so we're going to practice purposely, on purpose, a T-Rex swing with 2 hands. It's easier with 2 hands. It's wonky with 1, but hopefully you have a light bell you're practicing the snatch with. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do just 5, because we don't need to do T-Rex swings, okay? So as soon as I'm going to load my hips, as soon as my upper arms come in contact with my body, I'm going to try and keep them there. All right, so here we go. T-Rex swing, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands on my bell, 1 more, 5, and we're done with that, all right? Now, if you wanted to do an overhead swing from a T-Rex swing, it would look like this. But I've got to get that bell away from my body, right? But it's the same pull, push. And I should say push because real quick, I just want to demonstrate the difference between a push and a punch, all right? A push is if there was a person standing in front of me and I wanted to push them away from me, I would push. So my arm is still straight, I'm pushing them away. What we really want to do is we want to pull back our elbow, and really give them a real good punch, right? So it's really a punch, it's not a push. So it's a pull, punch. All right, so there's a difference between, you should actually do this on your own. Go ahead and shove something and then punch something. A snatch is a punch, all right? We're gonna punch. Okay, so we're gonna do one more set of 5 two-hand T-Rex swings because we wanna keep that upper arm next to our body. Here we go, just 5 of them. 5, 4, the bell's really close to my body. Here's the difference, here's a regular swing, here's a T-Rex swing. All right, 5 T-Rex swings. Now we're gonna do it with one hand. Woo! Okay, one hand. It's cut. How many times have I already said use a light bell? Use a light bell. So one-handed T-Rex swings. All right, I'm gonna do it with one hand. My upper arm's probably gonna come away a little bit because it's super hard to keep it close to my body. But here we go. We're gonna give it a go. 5 one-hand T-Rex swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, the bell's floating, and 5, I'm not pulling on it, right? I'm gonna do it on the other side. 5 T-Rex swings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm gonna bring up one real quick thing. You might notice that I swing thumb out on my left side, and that's because I broke my arm when I was a kid. So my arm is not the same as this arm. They're different arms. So if you see me demonstrate with my thumb out, this hand usually is the thumb this way or thumb back when it goes back here. So that's why I do this, all right? Doesn't mean you do it. We don't want to practice this movement with thumb out if we can do it this way, okay? All right, so we got to get that bell overhead and we got to do it quickly. So one of the cues I really like is, remember when you're a little kid and you're in your little desk at school and the teacher asked a question and you had the answer? And so you went, pick me, I know the answer. So that movement, because the desk is in front of you, you're gonna pull your arm in and reach up really fast because you know the answer. So you're gonna go, pick me. All right, so we're gonna kind of in our mind think, pick me. So let me show you what it looks like. We're gonna do a T-Rex swing and then we're gonna go, pick me. We're gonna do a T-Rex swing, pick me. All right, let's see if it works. Woohoo! All right, T-Rex swing, pick me. I have the answer. T-Rex swing, pick me, I've got the answer. T-Rex swing, pick me. I'm going to do it from the front. I'm going to switch hands with the swing. I'm going to switch hands with the swing. T-Rex swing. Pick me. I have the answer. T-Rex swing. Pick me. Last time. Pick me. Woo! That's us. All right? So maybe I saved the best for last. Here's the important thing. You've got to get the bell up high enough so when you say, pick me, it doesn't look like this. T-Rex swing, pick me. You gotta know that you've got to snatch the bell when the bell is super high, all right? So if you try to snatch the bell here, okay, especially if the bell is not light enough for you to compensate the mistake, it's gonna be ugly. All right, so T-Rex swing, pick me. So you'll see how much I sit back and down to load those hips to get that bell really high. I'm gonna switch hands with the swing. T-Rex swing, pick me. T-Rex swing, load those hips, shoot that arm up. T-Rex swing, pick me. Woohoo! All right, so we're gonna review those 3 different ways to learn. Maybe now that you've tried them all, a couple things you can do. You can actually, frame by frame, look at my position of the snatch, how I bring the bell in closer to my body, how I push through, lock out my arm. So all of these things that you're able to do on the video, I can't slow real time down. So let's go over that overhead swing progression. 1, 2, 3. We're only going to do 3 of them with 2 hands. All right? I'm going to do them from the side. All right, here we go. Swing it out, swing it higher, overhead, pull and punch. Swing it out, swing it higher, clear your face, and pull, punch. You'll notice with that high swing, I'm pulling it in, pulling, and pull, punch. When I pull, I've swung the bell high enough so it clears my face, okay? Now we're gonna do it with 1 hand. Now, think of all of the things that we've learned already. Top down we're not gonna do because we're gonna start with the bell down here. But let's see, the top down, we practice the swing, high swing, and snatch. But let's go back to that overhead swing practice with 1 hand, okay? But it's not an overhead swing anymore, it's a snatch. So it looks like this. We're gonna swing it out. We're gonna swing it high and pull. Swing it high, pull, punch. Pull, punch, yes, pull, punch. Swing it out, swing it high and pull, pull, punch. One more time. Swing it out, swing it high and pull, pull, punch. We're gonna switch hands and do it on the other side. Swing it out, swing it higher and pull, pull, punch. That high pull is the hardest one. Pull it in and pull, punch. One more time. Swing it out, swing it higher, pull, punch. Now I'm going to do a 2-hand overhead swing progression, and then I'm going to drop 1 hand so you can see how it pretty much looks the same. All right, here's my 2-hand progression. I'm going to swing it out, I'm going to swing higher, I'm going to pull, push, but it's not going to rotate. I'm going to drop 1 hand, swing it out, swing it higher, and snatch. All right, next drill from the top down. So if you're not being comfortable with that high pull, that's really the part that you're not going to like. We're going to start from the top down. Right hand goes on. Bell starts in the right position, which is outside of my forearm. I'm not going to worry about the pull and the punch so much. I just want to get it banging over the side. So I'm going to get it overhead. I'm going to drop and flip. I'm going to swing it out. I'm going to swing it higher. And I'm just going to let it bang. Boom. I'm going to swing it out. I'm going to swing it higher. It's going to bang if I don't pull and push. Boom. I don't like it, so let's do it right. I'm going to swing it out. I'm going to swing it higher. And I'm going to pull and punch. I'm going to switch hands and do it on the other side. I'm going to start from the top down. The bell's already in the right position, right? I'm going to get it overhead. Oh, 33 minutes is up. Can you believe it? Here we go. Swing it out, swing it higher, and let it bang. Boom. It wants to rotate on its own. Swing it out, swing it higher, and boom. One more time. Swing it out, swing it higher, boom. All right, so that's the second way of doing it. Okay, now we've got the last way, pick me, T-Rex swing. 1 more set on each side. We're gonna T-Rex, pick me. T-Rex, pick me. I'm gonna do it on the other side twice, and then I'm gonna face the camera and do it, okay? Last set. Here we go. T-Rex, 1 hand. T-Rex, pick me. I've got the answer. Boom. Again, T-Rex. Upper arm stays connected. So you'll notice, if you slow the video down, I'm gonna switch hands. T-Rex swing, my upper arm's here until the last minute where I shoot my arm up. All right, T-Rex swing, snatch. So I'm gonna do it from the front. Switch, T-Rex swing, snatch. T-Rex swing, snatch. Other side. T-Rex swing, snatch. T-Rex swing, snatch. Woo! Awesome! Okay, so those are my top 3 ways today of teaching the beginnings of how to snatch. So the important thing is to learn how to punch and not shove. The other really important thing is to get that bell high enough. When you think snatch high. Don't think snatch right away, because that bell's only gonna get to here and it's gonna be hard to get overhead, okay? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, because fingers crossed, my next book is going to be all about the snatch and how to train the snatch, and you know that there's already videos here and certainly on my YouTube where I snatch a lot. And hopefully this next year, 2020, we will get to more snatches.